through a company called Global Family Travels. And our first trip ever, we went to Ladakh, to the village of Stoke, where Rinpoche, where the school is, and just see the amazing work that the school does. And our family has supported many students at the school. One of whom has graduated in college now, and I feel like I have a second family in Ladakh, and so happy that Rinpoche is here with us visiting. Rinpoche, would you start us with a little prayer, and then we can go into the quick question and answer. And we're going to be very casual about this, but have you tell your story a little bit, and then people in the audience are welcome to also ask some questions. And thank you all for being here, and thank you for your donations to this amazing Siddhartha School partnership. Mike, the mic is all yours.
Bangi tuksengi tawa tamja pangbe dambe chunne tanzam udam dela chawsa bangi tuksengi tawa tamja pangbe dambe chunne tanzam udam dela chawsa bangi tuksengi tawa tamja pangbe dambe chunne udam dela chawsa namu lai kadam jin ruun dadan mi kana dwognen tamja kadam dagi chodan to.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Would you mind translating a little bit what you said?
Yeah. Just in that day, prayer for praising Buddha, who Kangi took saying Buddha, who's all sentient beings all under his get compassion, thinking all sentient beings, and he realized they give up all the wrong views, wrong attitude. Then he shows the people the right path, the holy teaching. That I bowed on to Shakyamuni, who taught the teaching for us. And that's how I just recited the prayer. So important in the beginning to remember the Buddha's kindness, compassion, his omniscience, his good qualities, all that started. Begin with the praising of his the verses. So here now first of all, I didn't learn English in school. I went to long time in Tibet. So so then meanwhile here. I should say in 3 years again the colony, the disease. So I'm not able to come to America, stay in Ladakh, and I forget, And first of all,
because of the pandemic. So yeah, he's saying because of the pandemic, he didn't get to use his English as much for a few years. So you're doing great though.
So it's true. To learn is take a long time. To forget is not just 3 days. No. So then also the pronunciation not very good, because I learned mostly from the dictionary.
The dictionary, yeah.
My teacher is English in the dictionary, because there's somebody in the Indian dictionary have the Hindi and in English dictionary. One of the Tibetan scholar, the Hindi translated into Tibetan. So that it's good for me to use the dictionary. I learned something I don't understand. I take the Tibetan language. Then I don't know the pronunciation. I use the Hindi dictionary. Anyway, not very good,
I think
So-
it's great. We understand. So
So-
that's a good segue to you, when you were young, you were born into a family in Ladakh.
Yeah.
But was your first language in
Yeah.
Tibet?
Yeah.
Tibet?
I was born in 1938 in Ladakh, in the northern part of the India, border to Tibet and Pakistan. So at that time, Ladakh very, very isolated place. No road there.
Isolated, very isolated.
Yeah, no road. So no school. Just in 1940 something, Indian get the independence. After that, then they open a school there. But the school is not just English and Hindi. That time use the Urdu and Arabic because the Muslim and Kashmiri so. So then, my mother, I have siblings, 4 boys, 4 girls, and the middle there.
Family of eight children.
Yeah. Then my mother decided to, become me as a monk. So in our head lama called the Bakula Rinpoche. When I was 12 years old, she took me to see me. Then he cut my hair first, then give Namja, Dundum Namja, my name is there. And then I joined the small monastery in my village, stay with my great uncle who is a monk. With him, then learn few, memorize few books, So then in 1953, then my parents decided me to go to Tibet. So my father and another friend, my father is supposed to come to the part of the journey, but then we don't get enough travelers. So my father decided to come up to Tibet. So we walk from Ladakh to India, but in Manali, they don't have a road. By foot, it took me hours, maybe 25 and 30 days to get there.
So you're walking through high mountains and small paths and.
Then from there, we could buy train, buy bus, get to the Sikkim. Then again Sikkim, then by foot up to Jakarta. Total, it took 2 months for us to get there. So that time, not like this. These days, we have to look at the watch. Have to be there at least 10 or 12. That time we don't have any, I should say, rush and have to be there wherever we get. Now we stay there, find a water, find something to make tea, sit there. Doesn't matter you in the mountain or in the village, just there, walk. Maybe not too long, maybe 4 or 5 kilometers, maybe in Tibet. Tibet, they use them. I feel very long time, 1 month. Anyway, it get there. It was in summer. Now in India, many people are telling my father, "Are you taking child to die in the too hot?" India was in July, something. It's hot. So anyway, we don't get any problem, hot weather. The first I saw the bus in Manali, I never saw it. I told my friend, come here, there is a small house moving.
You thought the bus was a
The
small
bus,
house? Moving house.
Look like house in a small moving. So then that's when we journey get in the Tibet in I think in end of July. We start in May according to in Tibetan in May, so the hemicycle, the Hemis festival day.
The Hemis monastery.
They were in the fifth, sixth, seventh. We had almost two and a half months it took to get there.
So it's 800 miles, right?
Yes.
It's 800-mile walk from.
Yeah. So it was good, you know. First 1 week was a difficulty, you know. You have to get this kind of steep
Your muscles.
massage.
sore.
After a week later, then it's fine, good. Then of course we don't have much, you know, to carry on, you know, food. You know? When we start, we do go slowly. When in the get the mid village, there I'll go to for begging. First time 1 week, I feel very ashamed, you know, to never go for begging food. After a week later, then used to be then have a for fun to sell. So anyway, then I got in the Jigate for the Tashinumbu monastery in western part of Tibet, second city in the Jigate. There they had Lama, the Panjan Lama and the Dalai Lama, two of them very well known, very high Lama in Tibet. And you might know the Dalai Lama, you know, he's very famous. And Panjan Lama. Then the Panjan Lama, there we got in end of the July. They have the summer retreat. After summer retreat, Panjan Lama give the Amitabha Buddha initiation. It was good for my father, no? Now you get there, only have to wait there 1 week. 1 week he got in, get ordained with Panjan Lama. Then my father and his parents not able to go to Lhasa, they go back to Ladakh.
So they walked back after
Walk.
1 week of staying. Okay.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
Long journey.
Long journey. Long journey. Then I said that, I don't speak the language. Then I didn't find Ladakhi teachers to hold me, you know. So somebody asked my Ladakhi mom to all men, you know. He needs some student to help him. So I sent that. Then it was in the beginning difficulty, it took me to join the monastery another 2.5 months afterwards. Because then he was prepared. I give him me stay at the home, watching somebody house, you know. So he gave me a job, you know, was clean the floor, do the dishes, practice this, memorize the text, you know. So here you go. So there I say yes. Then he left. He always have sticker. I can hear when he coming and take. So when he goes, the first I just cry, you know. I think naming my mother, my brother, I am by myself here, nobody else to cry. Then I clean it, then I remember that. Then I can hear his doctor. Then I said,
How old were you? You were about
16.
16. Okay.
16 years old. So that way, then after 2.5 months, I go to this, we call this Tsongkhapa birthday, then I can memorize some portion of the text in the John the monastery. Actually have there 140 pages long one. You have to, the Tibetan students have to finish before they join in the monastery. We have considered a Western, but one portion maybe 45 pages, you remember then the rest of the you can do in 3 years. Like a special because no supporter there. No? So then it took me more of the 140 in just 1 year. I finished. Then I become my the monk who sponsored me at the monastery. He is old and he is not scholar. So he just tell me, you have to do very best, study well, not become like me, Then after they finish, then you can choose become a scholar, philosophy student or just regular. Then he told me, if you are not become philosophy student, you have to leave immediately. I'm not going to keep you. So we call the Khamsan is like a school in I was very good worker. They allowed me to stay as a worker. So I have to use their dies in front of the deity. Dye we four of us are doing it. Or then half and half. Maybe 2 becomes philosophy student, 2 become worker. The one we have the part, they have to die there, not throw the dice in 3 of them dies. So first we dropped me and another my friend become higher number, but same, They are trying to take me, maybe you're Bruce, you have to roll again. Then again roll, again another come, again have to roll. Then I get
about rolling dice.
the dice,
Okay, yeah.
the dice
Yeah.
number. Then third, then I get make because the deity, something there. Then something I just in my mind thinking, please give me big number. If you don't give me big number, I have to leave right now and I have to go away. And my teacher is not going to give me. So I rolled it. I still remember 665 something. So then they don't have religious. Then I run. No, I'm African. So then the next day, when I went to see another teacher who studied was helped me philosophy. So that's a turn. Then, again, for me, I'm 16 years old. My classmates are 6, 7 years old. So I feel ashamed, tall and down or not. So I tried to make the effort, good and eventually it get better. Then my class become, we are jumping, so we're good class. We have 4 or 5 of the us, and very good. They get it. They put together.
Are you still in touch with those other friends that you studied with at all?
No, those are passed away. All passed away. No. So then it goes then I was poor, that don't really. And then I call the reading something like finish high school and like this. Then I later become in class, what called your monitor or head of the class.
Yeah, the teacher or
The student.
Okay, the student who's in charge of the class. Yeah, the monitor. Yeah. Monitor.
Anyway, that makes me a good more opportunity to meet the studies. So then, anyway, then my decision was not to study there. My teacher who Ladakh told me, stay in Tashilumbu, and if you don't get a chance there, then go to Gandhan, another monastery. So I got in Tashilumbu. My decision was then I stay in Tashilumbu. They were the Pop's major subject, We call Parmana Vatika in debate, but then discovered. So in logic text, well known in Tibet, the best. So I decided that course is 7 years old now. I didn't move there, just started like that. And took me, study in 19, that course, I didn't go to East to see even Lhasa and stay there. I was thinking the logic takes finish, then I want to go Perfection Wisdom Sutra in Lhasa. That's my main aim was study there. Then after finish, get the JC degree, then I'm thinking just to do like a day night to meditation, thinking without taking off clothes, start to be sit that's my that beginning early my decision was. Then somehow in 1959, in Chinese occupied Tibet, then his own Dalai Lama had left. So then Dalai Lama left immediately. The Chinese captured the Panjan Lama. So then now they are. It's okay to
So
say
you
this.
were in the monastery when the Chinese came,
Yeah.
or did you also leave?
Yeah, Chinese already in 1951, they already got there. That time, not the soldier, only like a police style. In 1957, then have the army there. They wrote upon there. First time wrote upon, we have to go outside. They're coming, they read the Khala, the Chinese top coming. They are really deceiving now. You are because the Gongren Tang, China, Hatab. They are working in everything that by machine, human beings don't have to work. We are coming here to help you get there. That's kind of we don't need anything from you. We're just coming here to support open road and bring electricity and give more education.
That's what the Chinese were saying.
The Chinese saying that. Then before that, then you have to have learn something, training how to get up, stang goes up.
Is that the mountain, the pass?
No.
What is-
No, they are level high.
Oh,
No, like a you get up there, the Chinese level of the also the thinking study.
okay.
So then in 1959, Dalai Lama left, Panjan Lama captured there 59. So then one day they requested, we have a very special meeting. So all the high lama, such as the developing village, then they rank according to the meeting. Actually, what was they put in the jail, all the important monks are not.
Oh, wow.
So then evening they got a message, the meeting didn't finish, you bring them back. They're close to sleep bang, back there to bang them. So that means all the monks, like the Abed, Geko, all kind of who are there for the position, those are in meeting in the development village, they're put in jail. So then there are no rules, the monks are not, you're free. You have to do in the meeting. So I talk about that. I was kind of stubborn. I don't want to do. I don't like it. So one day they are giving lecture, about talking Dalai Lama and Dalai Lama tutors, and there are some who left in India. So very bad, saying very bad thing. So they supported me when they just criticize some visualize like this head punching, immediately punching, and telling something about how wonderful drink in Chinese they have to go all high. I don't want to do that in the hall. Then eventually one Chinese person came to me, why you are not holding up your head? Then I told him, I didn't hear what they are talking about. I didn't see how they're doing. I don't have any answer. Someone tells me, you are holding hand. Did you see? Did you hear? No. Then he said, don't have to do now. When it's embarrassing, you go like high. Kids and then I said, that's just, I don't mind. Not only hand, I can do both. So I get both. So then later, then we get a foreign, what could the minister, somebody came down. Then they put us in are you Indian citizen or Tibetan citizen? Then we know even Tibetan citizen, you say they are not going to allow us. If you said Indian citizen, or they might cause a problem. So I said, no, we don't know. Why? Because we are young, we don't know. They just come here.
So you said you didn't know where you were.
We didn't know. Just not. We used to go, come in always. And then eventually we know in this, we are Indian citizens. We are there, Indian, the also consulate in Lhasa coming to stop in the Jigate there in the Nepalese consulate. So as secretly one woman whose father is Ladakhi, mother is Tibetan. We sent her to ask them, what shall we say? Then the consulate told, you have to say Indian citizen. Still, we are not believing, we just say no. So then they put us, you have to do your own Tibetan meeting. All the monks, Tibetan, have their big. Then we have separately, we have to talk about foreign policy. How, what do you talk? There's somebody, the person there, we saw, oh, America, you call it Sanja America, because America, that time, China don't know. America, soldier, just don't care their country, the people, they done, not the jail helping this, that's kind of have to talk to them. Then American soldier, when they get the mail, they don't care what they just get the letter, so they kiss the letter, then just enjoy. I mean, India, the Chinese soldiers are very, they're running, they are no road, they get over rope and road, they are all the things wonderful. So, when he left, they were just, we said, that's we so somehow, anyway, then eventually, they told us, you are Indian, then after Dalai Lama left, then they told who want to go, we can get right up to the border. Now you can take only belong to your home, but not belong to the monastery, to the college, other. If you cannot take like a gold, silver, but money, if you have a lot of money, give to other, we can give check and get in now. So then first group left, and there are 3 Chinese talk and from the month left there. They took a lot of samba because they don't know where they're going to take it.
Rinpoche, how many were you? How many Ladakhi monks were you?
Lot,
Many?
not in it.
Okay.
For Pakistan there.
Wow.
Ladakhi and Muna. So then I didn't try to go Ladakh because they kept telling after the regulation finish, you have the same before studying. Then the second third one, the person and luggage free. The second group, luggage charge in the free. The third one bought and I'm third order. Then I went
You have to
to
walk. The third one walked? you
no,
said?
don't have to walk.
Oh, you don't have to walk. Okay.
Third one, they had to charge both on the luggage and person. I went to the open office. I need, and I don't have money. They give before then, maybe weeks before they take the 25 Chinese currency. After the Chinese 25, they said, no, we don't have money. then you have to have enough samba to get home. Then I can, he said, yes, I have samba. How can you bring it now to get the other samba? Yes. Then how many luggage you have? Then I feel ashamed, like so two. I say one luggage.
Did you have books that you were wanted to take back?
Huh?
You had your books too?
My book, no, the
Yeah.
book actually.
Prayer books?
Book, I got no book something like just good enough for one horse.
Oh, a full horse?
Then now I have to.
Okay, yes.
Uh,
Yeah, so just to clarify, you had many books and to put, did you put them on a horse?
no,
Okay.
big enough, easier. Then I make big enough. The Tibetan paper is very large. Otherwise, you cannot get. So the huge enough, maybe I don't know. Big enough. So now I have to carry up to the.
They helped you transport all of the books. Were you able to take them back?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that time, my parents are coming under there. No, I don't have money, but they have that in the silver offering cup. No,
Your cup, your prayer cup or your.
Yeah,
So you gave them,
no, offering, the offering cup. No,
oh, so you
See-
gave them that?
they, my friends, other people, they coming to sell for us.
Okay.
I don't have money. Anyway, I borrow one of my parents and I 100 something like 100 rupees. I bought four of them now. Two big one, three small one. So I got there. Then now I have to carry it. There's no child didn't come in from the monastery. You have to go down and there on the parking lot. Car.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
provided a vehicle for you?
Yeah. Then I get the gift in border Shasinu for the crossing Nathola in India. There then have to get the one horse up to hire my book.
So you had to get a horse? then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then in Nathola cross, there Indian soldier, they give me that up to Sikkim. When I get Sikkim, we are going to Ladakh, they give them 72 rupees to get in Jammu. That's some train, everything covered, the 72 rupees. Get Jammu, then I have to wait and there was winter, no?
That's about $1, right? So about like right now,
No.
the equivalent back then, it was probably a much more. right?
Yeah. Anyway, then I get there, we have to wait 2 months and 3 months. And I give them 30 rupees for month.
So you were staying in Sikkim
No,
or
Jammu.
Jammu? Okay.
The Jammu, I can, if I have a milk 1 cup, I can save 75 paisa. You don't have 1 rupee, I'm saving all around.
So were you in a monastery at this
No.
point or in somebody's home or
No,
where-
in the just get
in the camp?
camp.
And like the army?
Not
base?
in a Hindu temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is in Jammu. After he left Tibet, he's on his way back to Ladakh. Yeah.
So then, how? Then they have the secretary because they have to move Jammu to Kashmir. Now I have to go Kashmir. What happened? One Rinpoche asked me to go to in Padmasambhava lake to 4 months.
A Padmasambhava lecture. Mhm.
Lake.
Oh, a lake.
Yeah. Yeah, Padmasambhava who get
Okay.
yeah, then they give me a late Jammu to Srinagar, Kashmir, 13 rupees for first class bus.
First class bus. Okay.
13 rupees. Then from Srinagar to Leh, 95 rupees for the flight because dubbing no. So I got this money. Then I got the Padmasambhava like Tuesday, 2 months. I have not, what I have loaned, I paid the loan, I still have the 200 in my money. So then I get, after that event in Ladakh, now in group of people I made in Kashmir, they're living. Then I tried to be there, because the group, Sonamara, they brought to the Ladakh, then at that time, no road, and only had the army worker worker there, road. So they need 71 horses to put all the things.
All the monks.
Not monks here.
Oh,
They need
the army, Indian army.
From Ladakh come to buy.
Okay.
They need to go shepherd.
Okay, the shop, the business,
Yeah.
the traders.
Yeah, that. So they only get 70 horse, nothing. So then after now you have to go with your luggage down. I will stay. I say there. One of them talked to the army who's going to Ladakh to take me when there. I waited 2 days, 3 days, not good. Then I decided to take one horse away. And it's just in the Kargil, look at the 70 rupees. So
Yeah, that's quite a journey, Rinpoche.
Yeah.
So-
there's the other get their food available. I bought on 1 kilo rice. Get there because the diesel are high then. Stay there, not there. The next day, 1 kilo, half kilo, I give them one dinner and lunch. The next day, 1 kilo, get the other side. I cooked it. It was really, I don't know what else, salty.
Salty.
Salty. No, so luckily then the army get army convoy come. Then of course they told me they put in it. Then I got in a gift to the person was 75 rupees for gift in it. Then I got Kargil, I thought Kargil big city,
Cargill is a big city.
I thought they had the very stop, convoy stopped them. I didn't get it. Then I passed away, Kargil. One army get in said, where are you going? I thought, I'm going to go Kargil. Kargil passed another. I thought maybe they don't have no Kargil passed. Then I went there. Another army go, where are you going? Kargil passed. Then I gave to all. Till again, now I go to back. Now nobody is there, took one, then go there. Then eventually, another army, one time comes. They ask him to take. He asked me, give me 5 rupees. I said, I'm giving you 3 rupees. Actually, I can give you 5 rupees, get there. Then I thought Kargil and the other extent, but they are in a Kargil Muslim country. Even you cannot touch it there to buy, Have to. That way, anyway, then I went there another 13 days because I thought my father going to had me there. He came to there by himself. I have 3 luggage, So used to that. Then we have again talked. Anyway,
So you were meeting your father in Cargill?
Cargill,
So he
Cargill.
knew you were on the way.
Yeah.
When you found each other.
Yeah, we
Because you
said-
didn't have cell phones then.
We sent from the by mistake in Kashmir, they text
Text.
and they come to Kargil.
Okay.
But he comes to horse, they're good. Now just himself, they are luckily again talk to somehow the army took us, so
And how old this journey back to Ladakh, how old again were you?
from there,
20?
if you walk, it takes another 15, 16 days. The army talk takes just one day there.
16 days to get back.
Then I get army, talk to him, gives 30 rupees to get lay. Then you get in harbor there, stay there. And again, then he changed mind. Now I cannot take that.
So Leh, you made it back to Leh, the
Yeah.
capital of Ladakh, yeah.
Then I tell now I don't have money. I have money, but if I give money, he's gonna take the. So no money. I can take me. Then I can give the money. Then he asked, how can he give them? Or there at the airport, my people now, my family or some of the working, I can get money and give to them. Then I get there. He put me out there outside the army came. I give to his surprise. So then I get a lot, okay. So that's where somehow my not in before while I'm studying in monastery Tibet, I was thinking I was born wrong place because the students are young, very smart, I'm young or old. Then in 1959, then I feel, oh, I was born right because I can go back.
Yeah.
So there's anyway, somehow then I get in a school in Ladakh, 10-year course.
In which monastery?
No,
No, not a monastery, a school.
Indian government open for the
Indian government school.
open the school of Buddhist philosophy.
Mm.
10 years. Then I get finished that one. I didn't satisfy. I went to Varanasi to study
Varanasi,
Yeah.
yeah.
in India.
You didn't have to walk too far.
No, then in 1974, my mother died, my younger brother died. I no money. I have to give up there. I'll go back to Ladakh. And then I get teacher, school teacher become Ladakh.
Hmm.
4 years. Then in 1978, I got a letter from Washington, New Jersey. They wrote to me, if you're interested, come to we are going to take you in income not much, but they have the monastery.
So they invited a monastery in New Jersey,
Yeah.
invited you.
Yeah, they have monastery. Then after the monastery, like in Ladakh and Tibet, I decided to doing the teacher, go to monastery better for me, mom. When I get here in New Jersey, I don't speak any language,
And no English.
no English, no friend, nobody knows. So it was struggle. Now get there, I have to become like how should I say, coolie, an Indian coolie, worker,
A courier or a
coolie.
coolie.
Worker. Hard work. I don't speak, struggle until I stay there long time. Then somehow, later in 19 to something I get chances to study to get high school English as a second language class 3 times. They're charging $300 too much, then I give up. So somehow our Indian Massachusetts, there one Hampshire College professor asked me, can you teach Tibetan language, one of my students?
Which college is it? Which college? In New Jersey?
No, in Massachusetts,
Oh, Amherst. right?
Hampshire College.
Oh, Hampshire.
Hampshire College. So he's teaching, one day he comes and says, Professor, I want to study, with the language. I told him that. One day he comes in, he called my gesture. I got what got the money to go
Stipend or fellowship or
to
scholarship?
bonus, what called the to go writing text. He can write book.
Oh, a grant or,
You got grant to go to, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Why? Oh, I got money. They also, why you don't want to go? Varanasi, you go Varanasi, you're Tibetan scholar, Indian scholar, Bhutanese scholar, Japanese scholar, Thai, all of them. He got, the Indian passport, visa. So then he requested me come to teach one semester his class. I said, I cannot teach now. I don't know how to make paper. I don't know. So then he said, don't have to worry. I'm giving you an assistant student, and I will stay in class when you're talking.
so he gave you a curriculum to follow
Yeah.
and teach?
Yeah. So then, called the adjunct professor.
Adjunct professor, so you went from a geisha to an adjunct professor.
Adjunct professor. So in the class, 65 students came to now, too many. So
And what was the title of the class? Like, what was it called?
Buddhist-
Buddhist teacher, Buddhist,
with this philosophy.
Buddhist philosophy.
Then we get, after 10 days, we get squeezed, take, then drop 10 students, still we have 51. So then, it's difficult at that time, no? I can eat, go to like this and that, people, they excellent and what they're talking, understanding. Students that don't know, never meet, they don't understand, they give you shoes and that. So anyway, I get that one. Then I got the next year in the Smith College, one of professor, she's teaching Asian art. Then also the good one, the philosophy come together. Same way then I got the Smith College.
Smith College, yeah.
Smith College then I got some money now, $5,000, a lot for me. So then one of the children I told, I have the money, I want to open a school. And then she said, oh yeah, I can help you.
Oh, so this is Laura?
Laura,
Okay,
Laura-
Laura at Smith College, yeah. So Laura Cazares was one of the co-founders of Siddhartha School with Rinpoche.
and she doesn't know how much going to cost, I don't know how much going to cost. It gets excited. Then we say, okay, we'll get also another her classmate called Sonia Kuntanila. We're going to Chahasa. Sonia told me this is the idea. She's doing it in the assistant. They are in the year of the secretary. So we started then.
So you were a team,
Yeah,
another, and who was the third person?
Sonia Kuntanila.
Okay, Sonia.
Her mother was the art.
Yeah, so the three of you started the
Yeah.
Siddhartha School.
Yeah. Then so Laura and I went to the Ladakh. Then told the villager going to school. They're happy. Then I hired one teacher.
This
and
is 1995, is that what year is it?
not there.
Okay,
Then I had one teacher and a small room rented. At 25 children come.
25 children.
Children.
And were they all from Stoke or from different villages?
That's a stop.
Okay, Stoke is where the school is now.
Yeah, that's a tough. Then of course, in class, first year good, and I have a party.
How old were, what was the youngest? The
Younger
oldest?
than nursery.
Nursery school, so
Nursery.
like 3, 4 years old.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nursery class.
all the way up to what age?
Uh,
The 25 students from nursery school
Just
to
not nursery all of
only nursery. school.
only nursery.
Okay,
One, because I have the one teacher,
yeah,
one teacher, only nursery. Then I invited in the opening ceremony, the Ladakh king,
the king,
The
King
king-
King Namgal.
Namgyal Nath is Sultan Song.
Okay, another.
He came. Then, of course, then next, again, you have to get now, the new come, have to hire another teacher, new room, it was
So you had more students coming.
more children coming, no room, then have to, pay the rent, struggling. Then how I moved the different places I started. Then in Connecticut, their group of the building big book something like bridge. Their group came to Ladakh, and I with 10 or 15 students in the day. They built as
They helped you build this.
two classroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I was good enough. I had one classroom the next. So that way, anyway, started my school. Then now, after I make the 10th grade, then especially two students I invited in America high school. Both are one finished get their very good job now in Ladakh in head of the department in social study.
Yeah, so these students are graduated, like you're talking
America.
about,
So Angmo and the Chukit.
yeah, Anu and Shishka, yeah, so they're a young woman now, about 20 years old, and they both have
Yeah.
great
Now they-
jobs and study.
Chukit still she want to be doing in the education. So that way, I should say, what happened to me here? Then somehow, then I got in the program. Why I don't know. I met in Wyoming.
In Wyoming. Mhm.
Wyoming, one of them asked me to come to teach something in the high school lecture. Then I get there, then I need somebody assistant. So she called, somehow we got in Colorado Spring in David.
Colorado Springs, yeah, David, another donor. Mhm.
David Gardiner, his professor, somebody give his name. Then he come to the Wyoming. Then he told one of my friends, one Tibetan monk, he said, do you know who is? Then she said, oh yeah, this is my teacher. No, he said, so he comes there. Then I get in a Colorado Spring and a connection with him.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say, actually too much, this is my problem, my head. Now today here, I actually try to talk about how your, the precious life, how to, one of the, Indian master called the Shanti Deva, I say, I wish it is the word in Tibetan. Me too last ten and Dunga Chu Chela, to the China, Yeko Mumbat Sinin Malose. He used the example, our life is like a boat. A boat? Yeah.
A boat.
No, a boat.
Mhm.
Yeah. We like a boat, why? Where the boat we use in the ocean in the Sagna, they are similar that to this human boat we can use in the how to get out the samsara, cyclically exist on ocean, relying that to the Chennai, that precious human boat is to find again very rare, very difficult. Therefore, you learn how to do that. We are physically healthy, mentally, I don't know, stable or not. You physically can look at all of you very, very stable or not.
So he's saying everyone looks physically great in the
Physically-
room here.
Physically healthy, all of you. Mentally stable, I'm not sure. If you are not mentally stable, you can make it. Okay?
So everyone
Important that in order to live in the world, physically healthy, mentally stable, financially doing, and especially good group, that's we need. That right now seems to me all of you have here. Now, this is not to the China, again to human, human to be born, human to very rare.
It's rare to be born human, is what he's saying.
No, it's not like the comparing Lord and like the animal. Lord, you do not know whether like animal and a human being, more number of animals, you know,
More sentient beings or animals is what you're saying.
animal, no, more than the comparing human. Among the human and in the we call the what call our universe more rare.
It's rare. It's
Yeah,
rare.
the many other universe are in our realm, human earth. Among those, then you have the 8 opportunities, 10 with the 8 leisure and opportunity human are very rare. So we have the rare, very difficult to be born excellent human being. Even a born human, not necessarily excellent, because some people don't believe at all anything. No, they do not value themselves. So the world you feel lucky, born as a human being. Some idea can make, bring peace. Islam, Lama always talks. What we have now here, there's a lot you learn how to use it. What you have to do, you just learn 2 things: peace and love, compassion. Now, compassion, love, everyone loves, right? Everyone, nobody likes, even animal doesn't like the suffering. Of course, human being not. Everyone likes someone doing good thing that you love. Therefore, human being, a believer, not believer, don't want suffering, want pleasure, happiness. Therefore, today, then we have ourselves have the precious opportunity, great opportunity to make. Again, they have to have not just this lab finished, not stopping. According to Buddhism, you have to take the next journey. Of course, then we know the next journey, we cannot take this body. We know this body, when you die, those who, Christian, Muslim, would bury in the Tibetan, give the bird, in the India, burn, make it ashes. Now, what goes next river? Of course, we know that the body we cannot take. We know we cannot take whatever you belong in. You cannot take your friend, family. What goes, we go to karma. Karma means action. Action is, they have 2 kinds of action, good and bad action. Of course, then we have bad action. Bad action means physically, mentally, verbally, like the non-virtues, There we have more problem. Then good karma would have to be born again human being. That's not very rare. So their karma, what goes in the future life, because the mind, M-I-N-D, mind, the mind, how to go there, consciousness, the consciousness itself is like without leg, cannot travel. The subtle consciousness associated subtle wind.
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 Oh, wind. Yes.
Yeah. So God, that consciousness have all the potential and everything. So God, the good karma again have to be born as a human beings, they may God. But the bad karma caused to be born as an animal, hungry goes helping. They are what called 6 realms.
6 realms of.
Yeah, the 6 realm is not perfect. Now, among those 3 words, hungry goes helping, animals are very bad. Human, demigod, gods are good, but still in not real freedom. Now, what do the teaching give you? Get out of be born human being is good, but you're not guaranteed you get until continue. The chance you get fall down. Therefore, this personal life you learn how to prepare, how to escape the samsara, cyclic existence, and how to do what you have to do. We are thinking change the external world, the external enemy. External enemy doesn't have any chance to the changing is not going to happen. We have the worst enemy inside with us, inside.
So you're saying we have the worst animal inside
Worst
ourselves?
enemy.
Enemy, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
What's enemy? What is enemy? The ego. You know ego?
The ego,
The ego means strong sense of me.
strong sense of me.
Me, you know. That in the one Panjang Lama said, hiding in the deep in your heart. With the circumstances pops out. Good things and that, bad things, that yeah. Usually the ego stay in the calm. With the circumstance of that ego is our enemy. That ego able to destroy, then have real freedom. Then we are not in the samsara cycle existence. We get out, when we get out samsara, then after that, then you have more chances to gain higher up to enlightenment. The mind, you know, mind, M-I-N-D, mind, our mind, the nature of the mind is pure, clear, luminous. Understand? That mind, clear, luminous, mind is covered with what? Ignorance, anger, jealousy, pride, doubt, depression, anxiety, kind of 1,000 of problems we have now. That's covered now. Therefore, we don't have real choice. Ourselves goes under the control of the mind. Mind under the control of the ignorance. Then you go under the ignorance, then you make a mistake and carry the bad karma. Now that you learn, this person life have the great opportunity to destroy, even not able to destroy, you learn how to live without affecting outside the world. You learn. Don't try to change the outside world. Just try to change the inner world. Yourself, you can change the enlightenment you're talking without, not outside. No, don't have to go somewhere else. You are changing, your mind becoming you are without here inside. You understand? Therefore, today life is very important because you can control now if you do what you do. We have problems. The problems are not permanent. Problems are changeable. Right? We are blaming others. They are doing ourselves doing, they're perfect, not perfect. Right? We change, you know, in two ways. In Buddhism, you know, change, you know, what we have the enemy and friend, right? Friend, you know that friends become best friend become worst enemy. Worst enemy become best friend. The way we can see, you know, our childhood best friend later someone can worst enemy. Don't want to talk, don't want to see it. Now, so the childhood worst enemy become later close friend. Now cannot miss in even one moment. But changeable. So therefore, learn, change our attitude. According to in Buddhism, we are not coming from there. Since beginning, let's start. We have experienced everything. You understand? We are talking what the Indara, Vishnu, there's a high. We become many times Indara, the universal king, queen. It doesn't have to get out. Okay? So therefore, that universal king doesn't have the opportunity. We have the opportunity, this life, if you want to change it. Okay? Physically healthy is that one, mentally stable, financially doing, and surrounded by group of people. Why not? Just make a little effort. Okay? That's where you always learn how to live with peace, love, compassion. You are the enemy, here, just look at now. Enemy, anger, jealousy, pride, ignorance, those are the enemy. That we consider enemy is actually real or good teacher. You know?
Enemy is a good teacher.
The enemy, your worst enemy, best teacher. You can learn two things. First of all, that person who you consider best, the worst enemy, warning you, you should not, how to say, don't become like me. Shouldn't.
A student.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
You should become like me. Not looking at how I'm problem facing my face get red, mind full of anger. You don't become like me. Okay, giving us teaching that person don't become like me, then you have to suffer like me. Just understand, learning that person, you be patient. Secondly, that person giving a great opportunity to practice patience. You cannot practice patience with Buddha. Who cannot practice with Dalai Lama. They don't have, they love everything that they don't have. Again, someone who causes a problem, someone who causes difficulty, negative, there you learn patience. How that person, ourselves become enemy for the person become our best teacher. You give how become seeing you, talking you, that person get angry. The anger cause him or her, so we become their enemy, they become our best teacher. That makes sense? That have to learn. Don't try to change the world. Just change inner self. Therefore, Buddha said, what is the Buddhist teaching? He said, don't do at all any sinful action. And then do it as much possible, virtuous deed action, physically, mentally, verbally. Then after that, then you learn how to conquer, how to subdue your own mind, change your mind. That's the Buddha teaching. That makes sense. Very simple, Buddha, of course, individually how you dare. Depa means sinful action. Chiang means don't do at all. Okay? Jawa, virtue. Funzun Soba, as wonderful, marvelous virtue they do. That what you do, the teaching is not just changing the world. The teaching is changing, as I told you, your inner world, yourself changes. That changes, then you really, as you say, able to change the world. Okay? So one way in Buddhism, say, in the teaching, I want to reach enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. That is really, you truly follow the teaching, then you discriminate the others, then the blaming Adam, then that teaching you have to change it. Because except him or her, I want to reach enlightenment for the sake of all sentient, not all sentient, except you do not. That's not correct. So learn how to live in the world. Now, thinking that Russia was from today started. Don't worry about if you have done bad thing in previously, you check that one, you can change it. Check that was a deep regret one way.
Deep regret.
Deep regret, how just terrible that in the future, even I have to give up my life. I'm never ever had to let happen this kind of misdeed problem. Then secondly, in the future, I'm making a commitment. I'm never ever let happen this thing. That's make past what you've done, you feel great regret. Future, you make a commitment. I'm not going to happen the same mistake. Then thirdly, you do what physically, mentally, what you practice. That's where you can make yourself more suitable, more changing. Okay? Then I think that's where we have to
Yeah, well, we want to leave some times for questions.
No
Thank you
question.
for sharing. One other thing I thought was interesting is the Tashi Lapa Monastery was the seat of the Panchen Lama in Tibet. And then the Dalai Lama asked you twice, the first time to become abbot of the monastery, the newly built Tashi Lapa in southern India, and you were served for many years. So I'd love people to hear a little bit about that story, because I think it's pretty special. So just a little bit of a snippet there.
In Tibet program, Jashirumbu, Jigate, and the central government in Jigate. So the Tibetan Panjal Lama not escape into India, and Tibetan all government doesn't like this the Panjal Lama monastery. So we Tibetan monks are not Jashirumbu monks not able to escape in India. You know? So that in Lhasa, Sarah Gandhan, they just get here immediately in the Baksa, so they started to get together among the continue. Then they moved to South India. Tashilumbu don't have many monks, even who come there, government not accepting. So that in the 1970, I think 72, 75, Khensur and Dalai Lama requested his tutor in Khensur Rinpoche to help Tashilumbu started.
So the Indian government gave some land.
Indian government gives up that, and few 18 months was there and here there. That got collected. Then they built they saw that beautiful small monastery and attended very poorly. Even in 2015, I've become very poor. So then Khensur and Dalai Lama somehow, I think the former abbot, I was in Tibet, maybe I don't know how he did. In Tibet, I'm kind of a good student, and he had think the same knowledge maybe I have. He thinking that he suggested them to help him to become abbot. And then in 2015, I think, 2019.
I don't know how long you were.
19.
I'm not sure about the dates.
No. Anyway, Dalai Lama, they asked me to become, I think the 2015, 2000.
So the library, the inauguration of the library was 2015, and you had already been abbot.
2005.
It was the inauguration.
2005 and 3 something. They asked the Dalai Lama and the monastery. So then I went to see his Dalai Lama. Then I told his Dalai Lama, I don't feel any shy, nothing, just tell the truth of it. Then I told his Dalai Lama, the abbot have to be knowledgeable from nursery up to PhD level. You have to learn how to take care of them.
So many people, the PhD level is the geisha level.
Geisha level, no. So I don't have that now. Then I told them in Tibetan saying, geisha, to become geisha takes 30 years. Geisha become like a donkey 3 days. So I told his Dalai Lama, I've been in America, everything forget nothing, I've become a donkey. So then outside school started. Then what do you want to do? Then I said, maybe the school is new, not that. I will continue with the school.
So you declined the invitation initially to His Holiness.
Yeah.
In that year.
Yeah. Then I got permission for don't have to become abbot, and plus I got 50,000 rupees. Gives the school donation. So then after 2005, again, again. Yeah,
He asked you again in two
Okay,
thousand five?
yeah. The monks comes, I don't know what they think, I don't know. They wrote, this time you cannot say no. The two monks come with the letter. I said, what are you? You cannot do that. Why? I have mouth. They don't even know.
Well, it was such an honor.
Yeah.
that-
Then that's come in my mind. In Tibet, Dalai Lama, Panjab Lama say, it's really difficult. Today he is requesting to do that. I should do. Then it comes in my eye, tear, and I feel shaking my body.
oh,
Then I accepted. Then I went to there. He's coming in the car. You get in the car. Are you coming again to say no? So there's no, not this time. So then I come Monday. Then I told the Dalai Lama, I will take it in financially, no problem. But especially I need more teacher,
more teachers in Tashi Lompa?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Then Dalai Lama told me, give me not all in a younger one, good few of them, name being then I can choose. So then I went to there, told the monk, I can bring here. The monk said, we don't have time, we have teacher enough.
So some of the monks declined your offer?
Yeah,
Okay,
the monks are there, teaching monks, and
yeah,
we have not good teacher, enough teacher, but don't have enough time.
Hmm.
Okay, then so then I started to build this temple. I was just in Houston and Dalai Lama give the Canada, Toronto, the Kalachaka initiation.
Kala Chakra
Initiation in Toronto.
in Toronto.
I have my friend from Maine, Kati Rajor, with children. We went there in the bypass and going there. One woman there from Sacramento, Philip, I don't know, pronounce it, Philip something. Then talking of that, they asked her to become the head of the Tashi Lompa. So
It's a beautiful temple and the library. and
anyway, it doesn't cause me. It was very good according to what I'm wishing. If it didn't make any problem, financial problem, money all on time get enough. So then I'm one their teacher and one teacher and one another monk, two of them. The teacher in Paramasaram is very good. Then my monastery one is very good. He's also drawing. So the two, the Saram teacher, I advise her, the other one to work for me. I give them, then they did, it was first I have $11,000. $11,000 I used have to buy the land, They don't have land. It belongs to Tibetan. You can officially you cannot buy because the Indian government gives in 100 years land. So I talked to the Tibetan 2 letters. The Indian government said they donated for me the second. Then that family letter came as I saw this one. So 2 letters, the family letter came as oh, this mine. So that I got the 12 acres of land. So then it started. Then it got really, then I'm not expecting this going to happen. Then eventually Dalai Lama having given Lamrim for the statues for part to Ilatim. Different text, Lamrim text 8 of them.
So, yes, okay, yeah, Rinpoche, we have some questions. We'll take the Zoom one first. and then,
So then take that vision, Dalai Lama come to there, make the 11 days teaching, the 35 over 35 people there.
So this is
11
2015, the Dalai Lama gave teaching at Tashi Lompa and 35,000 people, you
Yeah.
said? Okay. Yeah, it's amazing.
30,000
Yeah.
monks, nuns, and lay people.
Well, congratulations. That's an amazing story and thank you. Thank
That's
you
the
for
story.
sharing.
I have to be more talk to you more how to live the peacefully in love by each other, talking my business. Yeah, any question, if you have answer, I
So then we
can.
have some questions on Zoom.
10 people on Zoom or so, and one person asked, they said they'd be interested in what you think about the current state of the world's environment. And if we, as humans, can turn the ship around for the environment,
Mm.
you know, like,
Good
you could talk about the
Mhm.
current state of the
So the
world's
question is,
environment.
the environment, the climate,
Yeah.
what's happening in the planet, how can we as humans help turn it around or do something about it?
That's
Somebody
it, that's
turn
it, that's it.
Turn the ship around.
Human beings not becoming greediness, not try to keep more simple life, they keep the environment clean. Now the problem that big in industry going, then the small and the things get over that all the glaciers are melting. That's when the later maybe we get big problem. Therefore, we human have to take responsibility.
So
Now,
take responsibility.
responsibility how to preserve the world with peace and keep it clean. That's the way we have to do it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes, and another question was, would you agree with His Holiness that education is the path to peace between humans?
Yeah. Yeah, this is important. Education in the not the only just the Western style education, not enough. With the education, good enough, like more education involved. This is what you have in Western education with peace, love, compassion, and sharing. There's an opportunity for all over the world. That's where you can do the best way. You feel in that now in ancient time the world is too big. We cannot communicate it. Now modern technology world is small. So we have to become like a family, work how to family taking care of that way. You have to learn how to live harmoniously, share each other, good thing, don't fight each other, learn how that way we can help.
So learn, that's a beautiful.
That's beautiful. Other questions?
Anybody else in the room have some questions? I think your answer, the social emotional learning, SEL, I mean, that's something to do with the Siddhartha school, building compassion in the classroom and.
So that's when his Dalai Lama always. So I invited one of the, maybe you know the Dalai Lama translation, Geshe Tupten Jimba, his wife, Sophie is an expert for the social emotions. So she came to teach in my school 2 summers. Last summer she cut, but then somehow her passport, something that they didn't allow to it. She had to go back from the dealing. So the social emotion learning how to live, how to take care of each other. So that's important. Important thing that like the family, the mother, father not fighting, staying very humble, very loving, and the children love them. The mother, parents are always fighting, arguing, then children get tired, then children learn that way. So therefore, it is we person who have in a communist country you don't have, but here you have chosen, you can change the world.
Just a model of compassion.
Yeah, you have become model, compassion model, peace, loving kindness, compassion, live in that, think in that, thinking yourself. Somebody bother me, I don't like it. Somebody do good thing, I like it. The same other. According to especially in Buddhism, all sentient beings are your 100 times, many times become your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your enemy. So they are actually killing each other, our motherlings. Then also, as I told you earlier, the period I want to reach enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. Why are you worrying about being sake of sentient beings? Because all sentient beings become your mother. Therefore, my mothers are suffering. I want the way best to help them to become myself enlightened. Then I can help. Otherwise, you cannot. So therefore, then you aim keep all beings in under your compassion. Then you're acting nice. So there's
Any questions in the room?
I just want to thank you for building the school. Because I have a home in Sakti, without Sakti, village in Sakti. And a lot of the children there go to school. And I'm very happy that it's there. It's really a lot of children from my village in Sakti.
Sakti,
Huh?
in the village of, she lives in Ladakh and she's
Where?
like,
A second.
Tixi.
It's
Sakti.
like Tixi, it's like, Shemri, monastery,
Chagda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the children in that village go to start school.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that you built the school.
I think
That's great, thank you.
that's what happened. I was before in a teacher, school teacher. Where I was in the 30 high school teacher
Yes.
with it.
Oh, it's there now?
That in 1970.
That's the
So-
village you taught.
Yeah, yeah. There we are. So the children, I don't have to teach the nursery children, but the head teacher asked me, could you please help them? So I teach the children, they're winter too cold, you can wash it and then they here or here or dust. Then no running. So I just teach the children instead doing alphabet, make it as a song, let them to sing a song.
That's great.
Then what the good thing that I just pick up one piece of wood now, give to them. You did wonderfully. This is my gift for you. Take that one, show your parents, bring tomorrow. It's really showing there's not other friends. Memele, they call me Memele. Memele give me, then take the home, show them the next bring. These days, even your $100 give to the children doesn't care. That time, the wood is not useful, but they feel proud of how you love them. Then sometimes I give them rather star, a chalk. Then they show, I got chalk on the star.
Maybe like all of your students at Siddhartha School call you Memele.
Memele, get an uncle.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Great uncle.
Get an uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Okay, anyway, whatever we today to talking, then what you did, may we can dedicate for the benefit of all to reach enlightenment for the sake of our sentient. Okay, I will just
Thank you,
dedicate
Rinpoche.
physically, mentally, verbally, what we have done today here, blessing, then you are making commitment to change yourself in the future. That's all we dedicate. Okay. Jambal Pavi Chitara Kembadam, Kundo Sambo, Tayam Tejinde, Tata Punje Jesu Dalu, Yawa de Zadan Rabu, Zumichepe, Yawatam Jagi, Moa Kanga Chodo Ngaba, Taki Giver, Tawa Dego, Nongo Juja Rabu Moaragi, Chuji Galpo Tunga, Chodu number Bill and Gigan, Ninjamal, Summer Show, Tata Jengi, Tusun, the Debra Sungil, Yawalan, Taba, Tamba, you ring bar your the dedication of the Samantha Batara in Mandushi, the Geret na Buddha work the disciple in the Samantha Batara in Mandushi. Their dedication was the better, and we are imitating their how they dedicate. We are just and that the past person Buddha how they dedicate worship for the benefit of them. Jambal Then Yeah, the past person view which are that's important. Dedication, it keeps your virtues, doesn't something happen, you don't get outside, they're angry, then they destroy it. You dedicate it like the simple thing that you have a couple of water, keep with you, maybe you sell it or you long time it disappear. But there are couple of water you pour in the ocean, until ocean not die, you have put water there. The similar dedication keeps your virtues until you are not enlightened. Do you understand? Don't dedicate, then not. Then something you can use the finish. Therefore, dedication important. One is, I will let you know, you are talking a diffusion, take diffusion to Buddha Dharma Sangha. These Buddha Dharma are just causes of the enlightenment. But actually, what it is, I did enlightenment for the second, yourself become Buddha. That Buddha is really your protector. These Buddhas are like a teacher, shows, thousand Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, they show the path to how to get there. Yourself become Buddha, that really gives you out and helps you to reach work for the benefit of enjoyment. That's the potential happiness. The mind become pure death Buddha. Okay? That's why don't look there. This Buddha just your parents to say help me, but inner Buddha really supporting you, escape, protect you from falling in the samsara. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Rinpoche.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. There was a question from the audience on Zoom, if you're gonna be coming to the East Coast. Will you be coming back to the East Coast to do any teaching, or what is your next journey after here?
After here, I'm going to go Vancouver.
Vancouver, Washington.
Vancouver, Washington.
We go Washington until August. In September, I'm going to go Melbourne and Ohio.
And California.
California. Then after that, maybe short visit New York.
Short visit in New York. Okay.
Yeah, then go to India, September, October.
Okay.
Please
October.
welcome to India. If you want to come in South India, the monastery come during the around with the Tibetan Buddhist Tibetan Losar. At that time, we have very beautiful Tibetan Losar and monastery have cham dance. Monks are
Cham dance.
after prayer, then the monks are done beautifully. If you want to come to Ladakh, try to come in June, July, I got the best time.
Summer months are the best time to visit Ladakh. And
Yeah, they have beautifully. Then you can say, I got on the top of the world.
yes.
Otherwise, you
It's
just
my favorite place in the world, Rinpoche. So thank you.
Thank you.
So much, Rinpoche. We can, we have some little treats for people downstairs. You're welcome to have some, and Rinpoche will be down there to visit with people. And I'll play another video as Rinpoche exit and goes downstairs so that we can let him go first. So we'll let you go downstairs. I'll play another video while you get set up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you,
That's
thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
We're so blessed to have you.
One of my teacher told me, your talk, you are speaking like the balani yak eating grass. No, do you understand? Yak, no animal, yak. In India, we don't, the cows goes eating, they are good, balani yak cannot see the grass, they keep the goat, They're here telling me my practice is like a balania. Jumping. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't. Well, I thought of things. Here we go.
Although the last established in 1995, I came to the gym for 7, and with 2020, it has completed 25 years. And this year we celebrated over to this is 2020 and 21 was the year where we had the pandemic. This year was dedicated to all the supporter, especially Khensur Rinpoche, Siddhartha staff teachers, Siddhartha sponsors, and the children.
Okay,
and
well, I thought I would play this for you. I will send you the links. Thank you, everybody, for attending. We're so glad you were here. And we will send you the links and give you the links to the recording. Blessings to you all.